The skateboard shattered beneath the car. He was killed instantly. The
They
driver
always
stopped after
breaking the skateboard too, man. Damn, you killed me and my skateboard. I'm mad as hell now. Yo, what is up, y'all? We back with another reaction video, number 2. Today, we're gonna be reacting to the worst skateboard deaths ever by the Painful Explainer. Now, I done seen a couple YouTubers react to this video. I'ma just pretend like, you know, like it's a normal, damn. The first time I recorded this video, I ain't do all that. We ain't gonna do too much talking, bro. Fuck it. Let's get into it.
Fatal skate park drop-in. A skateboarder was at a skate park in Auckland, New Zealand. On January 27th, 2018, he stood at the edge of a building adjacent to a concrete ramp. The structure rose 3.8 meters above the skate park floor. His young son watched from below as his father prepared to attempt a drop-in from the rooftop. It was the kind of stunt that demanded perfect timing and absolute commitment. Any hesitation would mean disaster. He climbed to the top. Other skaters noticed what he was planning. Some stopped to watch. The drop-in is a fundamental skateboarding move, but from this height, it carried extreme consequences. There was no room for error. He positioned his board at the edge, looking down at the transition below. He pushed forward. The board left the roof, but something went wrong during the descent. He fell partway down and slammed the back of his head against the concrete ramp.
Literally was just saying that, y'all. If y'all doing these anything skateboard related, bro, I don't care how lame you look, put a helmet on, bro. It ain't nothing. It ain't no skate trick that's gonna look fire as hell when you bust your head and you paralyzed from the weight, from the goddamn neck down because you ain't want to wear no helmet, or you goddamn brain dead because you don't want to wear no helmet, bro. Put on a helmet, man.
The impact was sudden and violent. His body crumpled at the base of the transition.
Damn.
His son had watched the entire fall.
Damn,
other skaters rushed to him. He was alive after the impact, conscious but severely injured. Emergency services arrived within minutes and transported him to the hospital. Doctors worked to treat the head trauma, but the damage was profound. The blow had caused massive injury to his brain. His son waited as medical staff fought to save him. For 2 days, he remained in the hospital. His condition did not improve. The injury from that single impact proved too severe to overcome. On January 29th, 2018, he died from the head trauma. The skate park stunt he had attempted in seconds had taken 48 hours to kill him. His son had lost his father to a drop-in that never made it to the bottom.
Damn.
A police cruiser collision.
Rest in peace, bro. He left his son, his family and shit behind, all because he didn't want to wear a helmet while skateboarding. Now, don't get me wrong. A helmet don't stop anything if the fall is severe, the fall is severe. But I feel like in this case, well, in that case, I feel like a helmet would have, did a lot more protection for him, bro. That shit crazy, though.
8-year-old skateboarder was skateboarding through Highland Park, California. On September 19th, 2025, he was riding along the street during daylight hours. Traffic moved steadily around him. Vehicles passed in both directions. It was an ordinary afternoon in the neighborhood. A police cruiser entered the same stretch of road. The officer was responding to the flow of traffic, navigating between slower moving cars. The vehicle's dash cam was recording everything. The lens captured the road ahead, the surrounding vehicles, and the skateboarder moving in the officer's path. The cruiser began to weave into the center lane. The maneuver was meant to bypass traffic ahead, but he was directly in that space. There was no time for either to react. The police vehicle moved forward. The skateboarder had nowhere to go. The impact was head-on. The front of the cruiser struck him with full force. His body absorbed the collision. The skateboard shattered beneath him. The dashcam recorded the entire sequence in brutal clarity. Every frame showed exactly what happened.
Death caught in 4K Ultra HD with the Wi-Fi on it. I mean, to be honest, bro, that's not really anybody's fault, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's not nobody's fault, bro. Like, the skater just so happened to be crossing the street, and the police just so happened to be avoiding traffic. So like nobody's seeing anybody. Even if you look both ways. Like I done been in a couple of them situations. Like I done looked both ways on the street. Done went by, goddamn car came speeding out of nowhere, damn near hit me. And that's when I was walking. So imagine if you in a car or you already moving. That shit gonna be even harder to stop. So you can't really blame the cops in this situation. I ain't gonna lie.
The approach, the weave, the strike, the aftermath. He was killed instantly. The vehicle that represented protection and authority had become the instrument of his death. The dashcam footage left no ambiguity about the sequence of events. Investigators reviewed the recording, the weave into the center lane, the skateboarder in the direct path, the moment of impact captured from the cruiser's perspective. There was no mystery to solve. The video showed everything. The 30-year-old had been skating through his neighborhood when a police vehicle struck him down. The dashcam documented his final moments with mechanical precision. The recording that was meant to provide accountability instead became the complete record of how he died on a September afternoon in Highland Park. The manhole cover defect. A skateboarder was skateboarding downhill in Mammoth Lakes, California. In September 2011, he was...
I be seeing these skateboard videos, how these niggas be falling, bruh. I'm not doing that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, as a little nigga, I used to look up to that shit. I be like, damn, I wanna at least try this shit one time. Now that I'm older, bruh, nah, I'm straight, bruh. Cause if I fall and I bust my shit to the point where I gotta lay down there for a couple minutes before I get back up, hell nah, I'm finna fight every nigga at that skate park. Hell nah, y'all nigga made me go down there ramping, bust my head open, now my shit leaking out. Y'all nigga tell me, you're gonna be alright, nigga, f you.
Riding through the mountain town on what should have been a routine descent. The slope carried him forward with increasing speed. His wheels rolled smoothly across the pavement. The board responded to every shift in his weight. Ahead of him, the road appeared clear. But beneath the surface, a problem existed that thousands of cars had passed over without incident. A manhole cover sat embedded in the asphalt. Between the metal edge and the surrounding road surface, there was a gap. It was small, almost invisible. The kind of municipal maintenance issue that seemed harmless to larger vehicles. But skateboard wheels are different. They are narrow. They fit into spaces that car tires simply roll over. His board continued downhill. The wheels reached the gap. In an instant, they dropped into the space between the road and the manhole cover. The board stopped, completely. His body did not. Physics took over. His momentum carried him forward at full speed while the board remained locked in place beneath him. He was thrown from the skateboard. His trajectory sent him airborne. There was no time to break the fall. His head struck the ground with severe force. The impact caused immediate and fatal head trauma. He died from the injury. A gap measuring barely noticeable dimensions.
Is this another nigga that's not wearing the helmet? Now, again, because I already know this shit goes somewhere. I'm already knowing niggas gonna be like, hey, a helmet don't really do anything if you fall hard enough. In which case, yeah, you right. You right. But in this case, I felt like it just would have knocked him out, or he just would have had a major concussion or some shit. Like, you moving that fast and you fuck around and hit a pothole or like a little hole in the ground or some shit and you go flying off the board hitting your head like that, bruh. Hell nah, bro. You got a goddamn helmet up or some shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Created a sudden and absolute stop. The infrastructure defect that posed no threat to automobiles had killed a skateboarder in seconds. He had been riding downhill on a clear road when a tiny failure in municipal maintenance threw him to his death. The manhole cover remained in place. The gap stayed open. His ride ended with a pavement met metal.
Ain't no big ass hole.
The hit and drag. A 20-year-old was skateboarding through Laguna Niguel, California. On September 7th, 2012, he was riding along the street when a vehicle approached from behind. The driver struck him. The impact sent his body into the air. But the collision was only the beginning of what happened next. He did not fall clear of the vehicle. His body became caught on some part of the car. The driver did not stop. The vehicle continued moving forward. He was no longer on his skateboard. He was underneath the car, trapped against the undercarriage, being pulled along the pavement.
Bro! Nigga, you came from behind me. How the fuck you didn't see me?
You crashed. How are you coming fast? Why are you fucking coming fast?
The car was behind him. How the fuck did he not see the nigga? I would have been hot. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm still alive, like after I done got drugged, I don't know, 25 feet, bro, I'm gonna be hot. Clothes all ripped up. I'm ready to tussle now. Whatever little energy I got left, I'm finna use it on whooping your ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
25 feet. That was the distance investigators later measured. From the point of impact to where his body was finally released, the car dragged him 25 feet down the road. Each foot meant his body scraped across asphalt. Each second stretched the horror of what was happening. The vehicle kept moving. He remained caught beneath it. Whether he was conscious during those 25 feet remains unknown. Whether he felt every moment or had already lost awareness from the initial strike, the result was the same. His body was dragged across the street surface while the driver maintained forward motion. At the end of those 25 feet, his body came free. The car did not stop. The driver fled the scene. He lay on the pavement where the drag had ended. He was dead. The hit and run had become something worse than a collision. He had not died from impact alone. He had been caught and pulled to his death. The 20-year-old was struck by a driver, dragged 25 feet, and left on the street. The person behind the wheel had fled. The skateboard remained behind.
Now you ain't at no damn payphone. You keep on saying you at a payphone. Man, fuck that payphone. You get killed, buddy, man. That's fucked up. Nigga in the car singing the Maroon 5 motherfucker. Not even worried about the nigga he just sent the guy. Same day shipping.
Distance told the story of how he died. Motorized board failure. A 41-year-old was riding a motorized skateboard in Havelock,
Any
New
nigga
Zealand.
I'm sorry, I know I keep pausing it a lot, y'all, but y'all gotta hear me, bro. Any nigga that's riding these motorized goddamn skateboards, bro, you're bound to fall off that bitch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, sorry, like, if you on a motorized skateboard, my nigga, bro, you're bound to fall, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't explain it. I can't prove it just yet. But when I do, y'all gonna hear the rest of that shit.
On January 26, 2010, he was descending a hill on the electric-powered board. The motor propelled him forward with speed that a traditional skateboard would never reach on its own. The technology promised convenience and velocity. It delivered neither safely. The hill sloped downward ahead of him. His speed continued to build as gravity and motor combined to push him faster. The board responded to the throttle control. Everything seemed stable, but the road surface was not uniform. Ahead, a patch of dirt sat on the pavement. The motorized board hit the dirt.
Damn.
The front wheels made contact with the loose material. In an instant, the board flipped. The sudden rotation threw him from the deck. He had no time to adjust. His body launched into the air. The concrete below waited to meet him. He fell backward. The back of his head struck the pavement with brutal force. The impact was direct and severe. There was no gradual injury, no prolonged suffering. The blow to the back of his skull killed him immediately. The motorized enhancement that was supposed to make skateboarding easier had accelerated.
This is one of them situations where I feel like if he fell that hard, I don't think a helmet would have saved, buddy. Like, if you falling that hard, bruh, like, you on a motorized skateboard, dashing down the hill, you hit a pile of dirt in the street, you fuck around and fly off that bitch and bust your nugget open. Yeah, I doubt it. I ain't gonna say I don't think. I doubt it. I doubt if that shit work. I ain't gonna cap. I doubt if the helmet saved buddy life, but hey.
Accelerated him into a fatal crash. A traditional skateboard might have slowed naturally on the dirt patch. It might have given him more control, but the motor had been pushing him faster than manual power could
on that regular
achieve.
skateboard,
When the board flipped,
dirt too,
that speed translated into a harder fall and a more violent impact. He was 41 years old when technology failed him on a hill in Havelock. The motorized...
Nigga, you 41, riding motorized skateboards down hills. Please pack it up. We gotta stop this, Look, I know you miss being young and shit, bro, but we gotta stop that shit, bro. Like, rest in peace to bro and shit like that, bro, you should have been packed that shit up. Like, bro, you riding these motorized vehicles and shit with no safety gear on down hills and shit? Hell nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of natural selection, but still, rest in peace, bro.
Skateboard that promised modern convenience delivered an ancient outcome. His head met concrete. The motor stopped. He died from the heavy blow that ended his descent.
Damn.
The pre-dawn commute. An 18-year-old was skateboarding to work in Plainfield, Illinois. On October 6, 2025, he left for his job at 6:30 in the morning. It was still dark outside. The sun had not yet risen. October mornings in Illinois offered little natural light at that hour. He rode his skateboard in the traffic lane because there was no sidewalk or bike lane available on that stretch of road. Behind him, a car approached. The driver was traveling in the same lane. Headlights illuminated the road ahead, but he had no lights on his skateboard. He wore no reflective clothing. In the pre-dawn darkness, his visibility was limited. The driver continued forward. The distance between the car and skateboard closed. There was no brake light, no swerve, no horn. The vehicle struck him from behind at full speed. He had no warning, no chance to move aside, no moment to realize what was coming. The rear strike hit him completely. His body absorbed the impact. The skateboard shattered beneath the car. He was killed instantly. The driver stopped
breaking the skateboard too, man. Damn, you killed me and my skateboard. I'm mad as hell now. I gotta go to heaven with no skateboard. That's fucked up. Or do y'all think God just got another one waiting on you, boy, or as soon as I get up there?
No.
Collision. Later, the driver would claim they had not seen him before the impact. Whether that statement was true or simply an excuse, the outcome remained unchanged.
Nah.
An 18-year-old commuting to work in the dark had been struck down from behind.
He gotta wear
died
some type
before
of
his workday
reflective gear,
began.
bro.
He had been doing what thousands of people do each morning, traveling to their job in the early hours. The darkness that made his commute possible also made him invisible to the driver driver approaching from behind. His skateboard had carried him partway to work. A car traveling the same road had finished his journey permanently. He never reached his destination. The truck underslide. A boy was skateboarding in San Francisco, California. On April 2nd, 1997, he was navigating city streets on a board meant for play. Traffic moved through the urban environment around him. Cars, buses, and trucks shared the same roads where he rode his skateboard. A truck was traveling on the same street. The vehicle's clearance sat high enough that smaller objects could pass underneath. Skateboards are low profile by design. They ride close to the ground. Their wheels barely lift the deck above the pavement. For a boy on a skateboard, that low position created a danger that would not exist for someone taller. His skateboard began to slide beneath the truck. The board fit easily into the space under the vehicle. His small body followed the path his skateboard had taken. He went under the truck. There was no barrier to stop him, no height to prevent the slide. His size, which should have meant safety in its smallness, instead made him vulnerable in a specific and terrible way. The truck's wheels could not stop in time. His head was caught beneath the vehicle. The weight of the truck crushed him. The injury was immediate and absolute. There was no gradual harm, no chance for rescue. The boy died under the wheels of a truck on a San Francisco street. The skateboard that represented play and freedom had carried him into a space where his body could not survive. An adult would have been too tall to slide underneath. A teenager would have known better than to let the board go that direction. His skateboard went under the truck. He followed. His head was crushed. The fatal skitching stunt. A 19-year-old was in St. Paul, Minnesota with a friend who was driving a car. On October 14th, 2014, he decided to attempt a stunt called skitching. The practice involves grabbing onto a moving vehicle while riding a skateboard. The car provides the speed.
Sounds stupid as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. But I have done that before. But not on no skateboard. I did that shit with a bike. And yes, I bust my shit. That shit was not fun either. I had to walk my ass back home with hella cuts and bruises on my damn body and shit. And my mom slapped the fuck out of me for doing that dumb shit, cause my bike was broke. I couldn't even ride the bike back home, nigga. I had to walk that bitch going up in a wheelie motion cause the front tire was bent.
The skateboarder holds on and gets pulled along. It was a maneuver meant to impress, performed between friends who thought they understood the risks. He positioned himself on his skateboard next to the car. His friend sat behind the wheel. The vehicle began to move. He reached out and grabbed the side mirror. His grip tightened. The car accelerated. He held on as speed built beneath his wheels. For a short distance, the stunt worked exactly as planned. He was pulled forward, riding the momentum the car provided. The speed continued to increase. He held on to the mirror for several seconds. The distance grew. Then came the moment when he had to make a choice. He let go. His hand released the mirror. The connection between the car and skateboard severed. He was moving at velocity his board was never meant to handle on its own. The skateboard became unstable immediately. At that speed, control was impossible. He fell. His body left the board and dropped toward the pavement. His head struck the ground with severe force. The impact caused fatal.
Always falling on their head. Bro, y'all gotta, I don't know, bro. Like, if I was falling at that speed, I would at least try to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, block my head or, like, put all the damage into my shoulder or something. Like, it's like they immediately fall and they, like,
fatal head trauma. He died from the fall. The car had not hit him. The vehicle had not run him over. The danger of skitching was not in holding on, but in letting go. He had released his grip at the wrong moment, at the wrong speed, and his board could not keep him upright. The 19-year-old attempted a stunt with a name, performed for a friend who watched him fall and die. If you want to see more videos like this, click the video.
Damn, man. That's sad as fuck, bruh. Buddy did not deserve to die like that, bro. But this is a quick little reaction, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe for more content. It's your boy Toki, and yeah. On God.